Come on, I got this. I got this. Yo, John, you got me?
Come on. Let's go. Sometimes in life, all you need is a little push in order to succeed. Whether it's a spotter helping you lift weights, a teacher explaining an assignment to you, or simply self-advocating for yourself. Not everything in life is easy. In other words, you could say we're pushing P. Pushing positivity. Even the slightest bit of help can make a difference. Come on, push. This is where you grow. This is where it matters. Good job. Hello, Director.
Hello, staff.
Hello, families in the class of 2025. My name is John Anthony Sanduron.
My name is Juan de Dios Guzman Lopez.
And this is our Senior Talk. Our high school career has been a memorable journey with lots of challenges and struggles. But where there is a problem, there's always a solution. Many of these have been resolved with the help and guidance of teachers, staff, and families.
How so, John? How have you been helped in times of struggle, and how have you dealt with hardships throughout your high school career?
You see, Juan, we as seniors are expected to excel in our academic studies, as we're the head of all grades and the future is now. Many of my struggles came from self-doubt and lacking the ability to speak out for myself. But with the help of teachers, staff, and especially the director, they pushed me to do things I normally wouldn't.
Well, I'm glad you found that driving force, that support you needed in order to excel. I have pushed past my limits by talking to teachers, applying to an overwhelmingly large amount of programs, and even applying to every single AP class that I could have. Although it was more than I could handle, I knew that by doing this, I would set myself up to endure more hardships throughout my academic and personal life.
I too applied myself to further my potential. I motivated myself to take risks by taking harder classes, trying out a new sport, and applying to do extracurricular activities outside of school. I did all of this with the intention in mind that it would contribute to my abilities to overcome and adapt to any given situation.
I'm going to be honest with you all. I would have never thought that I would ever talk to our superintendent, Director Riverall. However, our journey took a little hit during our class trip to different universities. This brought me closer to Director, as he didn't talk to us like kids. No, he talked to us like full-grown adults at a professional level. I decided that it was the right time to approach him and start a conversation with him. Now, don't get me wrong, he is quite intimidating to approach, let alone start a conversation with. But once you're there, your mind clears and you gain all the courage in the world you could ever ask for.
I haven't interacted with the director as much as I would have liked to, as I'm one of the students that weren't in his classes 9th and 11th grade. I was hesitant and timid to interact. I felt like I wasn't in the loop. Many knew the director, but I didn't. But while on the junior road trip, our class stayed the night at a hotel. The director gave us free room of the hotel. This freedom provided me what felt like the atmosphere of what life would be like after high school. But some students took advantage of this freedom, an issue that the director addressed by pulling my group aside and discussed what would happen next. After this exchange, a feeling of closeness and a deeper appreciation for what the director has done for us was made. I guess that's when I realized it's the littlest moments of courage and growth that shape us. The director, through his leadership, gave me that spark of inspiration. It showed me, with the right mindset, I could push beyond the boundaries I thought I had. It wasn't enough to feel inspired. I had to act on it. I had to put in the effort to push past my comfort zone, and that's what we all learned. True growth comes when inspiration meets action.
My breakthrough with director was just the start of what I would end up doing. I began to push myself to raise my hand every day and in every class. This was uncommon for someone like me, someone who dreaded public speaking, let alone participation. But that day, that trip created a spark within me that would drive me to be more open and confident in my ability to reach out to others and find my voice.
My interaction with the director was so incredibly positive and inspiring. It motivated me to seek more deeper and meaningful connections with others. I recognize the importance of networking, prioritizing connecting with as many people as possible to build a network for future opportunities and collaborations.
Just as I have pushed past my limits, so has our school and our director. I am so grateful that director and our founders pushed past their limits in order to reform our school. Our community fought long and hard in order to get director put back on the podium and lead our school to greatness. They went door to door, knocking, trying to gain all the support that they could, but despite that, they didn't let anybody get in their way. We went from gang violence and the SWAT team on our school campus to a school full of joy and wonder. Going charter was just the start of what was to come. It's been 20 long years since the start of GPA, and there has been so much that has been given to us, such as our Field of Dreams, our event center, our brand new academic building, and in 2026, another academic building with a big lecture hall and science classrooms. I am truly grateful that director took time to talk to me and John personally, as just like John, I was one of the poor, unfortunate souls that didn't get to experience the wonder. See what I did there? Anyways, I wasn't one of director's students 9th or 11th grade, but despite that, I found my own way to connect with him.
It's been 20 years since Gompers Prep became a charter, and what a great decision that was. Since 2012 and every year after, students continue to get their wings and go off to college. This is something we can proudly say and look forward to doing in attending a four-year university. Go Aztecs! This was once a school where gangs and violence were an issue, but now the only issue is what university you plan and want to attend. We, the class of 2025, established the 7 essentials that provide a proper start to class and guidelines to success and learning.
As time passed and the school year went on, the class of 2025 continuously pushed past their limits. Director constantly says that my class went from the worst to possibly the best class that this school has ever seen, getting the highest test scores of any other class to being the first class to gain a 97% acceptance rate to four-year universities. Yes, four-year universities. As the class of 2025 continuously pushed past their limits, we have Ivy League-bound students in our grade, college, private school-bound students in our grade as well.
With that being said, we would like to take this moment to thank every single person that's helped and guided us through this journey.
To our families, the backbone of our success. Without your love, support, and beliefs, we wouldn't be up here standing today. To my mom, my grandma, and my dad, thank you so much for never giving up on me and always being with me through the good and bad days.
And to Director Riveraw, thank you for your leadership, your vision, and your potential to see and your ability to see the potential in every single student. You've helped us believe in something bigger, and more importantly, in ourselves. Thank you to my mom, my dad, and my brother for being there for me and providing me with motivation and courage to continue to work on myself and improve. Thank you, Gompers Preparatory Academy.
Thank you, class of 2025.
This concludes our senior talk.